For this first video, we're going to be focusing on the braking system on my TT4 350Z. The system on my car is definitely the least complicated of all of my different systems. The front brakes consist of the factory Brembo calipers, StopTech slotted rotors, StopTech stainless steel brake lines, 3-inch custom brake ducts, and EBC bluestuff pads. I have never once had a single issue out of the braking system. It's been wonderful. I've never had any fade. Really, I have more brake than the suspension can handle. Trying to haul the car down from a long straightaway, the front suspension compresses too much, it lightens up the back end, and I have to let off the brakes to keep the car settled. In the future for my braking system, I'm not going to worry about the calipers. There are much faster 350Zs than mine still using the factory Brembos. I'd like to upgrade the Z1's 2-piece rotors and a much more aggressive Carbotech pad, but really that's it. One thing I almost forgot to mention is one of the biggest assets to my braking system is these Continental slicks I run when I'm at the track. You can have the best brakes in the world, but if your tires are your limiting factor, they're not gonna help. So I have a much better tire when I do brake setup. So every bit of my braking force is applied to those tires and slows the cars down, instead of locking up the wheels or having the ABS interfere. Eventually, I'll go from these 225 section slicks up to a 275 section slick for competition, but for right now, these are great. And another thing that's really helping the braking system, other than those awesome tires, is the fact that the car weighs 500 pounds less than when I got it. So instead of hauling down 3,240 pounds, it's hauling down something like 2,720. That is a big difference, and it's really going to help the braking system on this car. The rear setup is even less complicated than the front. I have the stock 2003 floating calipers with EBC slotted rotors and EBC bluestuff pads, StopTech tainless lines, the same custom 3-inch brake duct, and of course the same .4 fluid. For the future, I'd love to find a set of Brembo rear calipers, or at least the 06 to 08 larger floating caliper, and upgrade to a StopTech rotor. I don't need a 2-piece rotor in the rear. It's just too much cost for the minimal advantage they'll offer, especially considering the rear of the car doesn't do much of the braking. So while my brake setup really isn't that complicated, I haven't had any issues with it. It's been great. I would just like to step it up just a little bit in the future, but really not going to make too many changes. So that just goes to show you don't need a giant big brake kit to make your brakes better. Just a good set of pads, good fluid, good rotors, and really the biggest thing is cooling. If you can manage the cooling, you can get some nice big brake ducts. That's going to make a huge difference. So thanks for watching this video on the braking system on my TT4 350Z. Drop some comments down below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week.